I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that. Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. What's this thing?
These guys picked the wrong fight.
No complaints here. The more the merrier.
Just don't go getting any rash ideas.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again. There's something in the...
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Where should I cast my line? All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Yeah! I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Good night, everyone. Well, off we go.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Now where might those fish be? There we go. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Yeah! There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Reel it in. that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend. All right.
Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
We finally made it.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
All right.
Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
All right.
That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
My fists are crushing it out there!
A fish! You saw it too, right? Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Is this what I think it is? I did it! But I'm not gonna quit now.
Oh, yeah!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
There's something in the water.
There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
We've reached our destination.
There's something in the water.
Now where might those fish be? I've got something. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Reel it in. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Nice work!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
There we go. That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
There's something in the water.
Reel it in. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Nice work!
We've reached our destination.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. A fish! You saw it too, right? I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
We finally made it. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
A fish! You saw it too, right? There we go. That's not a fish I see often.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
A fish! You saw it too, right?